Hello again, it is Mary, and welcome back to Mary Plain and Simple. Today I thought I would have a little bit of a mukbang, so this is going to be my potato mukbang. I've been watching some old high-carb Hannah videos. I love watching her old videos. I was so sad when she took some of them down. So Hannah, if you're watching, I know you're not, but if you're watching, please put your old videos back up. I love to watch all of them. I don't care if it's just a video of you eating a potato every day. I love watching you eat potatoes. And I'm going to be eating some potatoes today, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I wanted to do kind of a mukbang. I was watching some of her old mukbang videos, and she was saying that people do these mukbangs and they eat really unhealthy food and they eat to excess, and it's just setting a bad example, and there's so much negativity around them. And she said that people following a whole food plant-based diet should do more mukbangs. And I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to come back on and share some of my food with you and give you a little update about what I've been up to. So, and I was intending to do a sauce video all along. I just never got around to it. So today I have sauces, and I can't get my camera angle set up so you can see me and the food and the sauces. So we're just gonna go with me for right now. Is there something behind me? No. Okay. So these sauces all came fresh out of my cabinet. I do have some sauces in the refrigerator that are probably ready to go in the trash, but these are all brand new and they're not going to contaminate our beautiful potatoes. So this is from Whole Foods. This is the, oh dear, it's backwards. Okay, I don't know how to fix that. But this is the organic hoisin sauce from 365, which is the Whole Foods brand. And then we have the organic soy ginger sauce, also from Whole Foods, also backwards, I do apologize. And then I have this Korean style barbecue sauce from Food Lion. Food Lion is one of my local grocery stores. And the reason I got this is because Trader Joe's used to have a Korean barbecue sauce that I absolutely loved. I put it on everything. I used it as my salad dressing. I just thought it was wonderful. And now they've stopped carrying it. So I'm trying out some different brands of Korean barbecue sauce to try to find a replacement for the Trader Joe's one, but so far I haven't found one. And then speaking of Trader Joe's, this is their sweet chili sauce. Again, it's backwards. So I've put each of them in these little cups. These are actually silicone cupcake molds from IKEA. And I bought a set of them years ago. I've had these forever. I think I've only used them one time. And I was looking for something to put some sauce in, and I thought these would be fun. And they actually have a little flower imprint on the bottom. So if you use them to make cupcakes, it'll give your cupcake a little flower bottom. I don't know. But anyway, so I put a little bit of sauce in each one of these cups. And gosh, it took me like 20 minutes messing around with the camera. So now my lovely potatoes that were fresh out of the oven are now stone cold, but that's okay. I will eat them anyway because potatoes are wonderful. So first up we have the hoisin sauce. I checked the ingredients. It seems to be vegan, but I got down to the, what was it in the ingredients? The koji spores. I don't want to know what koji spores are. They're obviously from a plant, they're vegan, but I don't want to think about eating koji spores. So at that point, I stopped reading. But we're going to see what this hoisin sauce tastes like. Have I heard that hoisin sauce is like Chinese ketchup? What I think that means is they put it on everything like Americans put ketchup on everything. I'm not a fan of ketchup though, but this is pretty good. Oh, so I had to say, oh, I'm moving the camera. I was watching High Carb Hannah's mukbang videos, and that kind of got me thinking about other mukbang videos. So I've been watching some lately, and they are just awful. I don't know why people watch them. First of all, it seems like nobody has any table manners. They're chewing with their mouths open. They're making all these smacking sounds, which I understand the viewers enjoy, but Miss Mary does not enjoy. And then they've got stuff running down their faces. Nobody has a napkin to wipe their faces. I don't enjoy that either. So here on my mukbangs, I will do my best not to make any smacking noises, and I will chew with my mouth closed as much as possible, because I am going to be talking, so there's going to have to be some open mouth in there. But nothing running down my face. And if something does happen to run down my face, I will have a napkin to quickly wipe it up again. Because here at Mary Plain and Simple, we have table manners. Oh my goodness. So, okay, this one is the soy ginger sauce, which sounds delicious. I've had soy ginger dressing on my salad, and it's delicious. And this tastes very much like that soy ginger dressing. Yeah, that one's really good. It's got a little zip to it. I wouldn't call it hot though. I like hot food, spicy food. I wouldn't call that spicy, but it just has a little zip. I don't think the hoisin sauce had any spice to it. Okay. Next up is the Food Lion barbecue sauce. I mean, the Food Lion Korean barbecue sauce. It's really, really thick. I mean, it's not like a sauce, it's more like a paste. And I know I'm comparing it to my favorite Trader Joe's. Nothing has compared to that so far. Wow. It is really spicy. And it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of acidic, kind of vinegary, but hot. It's hot. It's so funny. My mom has dentures, and she didn't realize it, but they were kind of blocking some of her tasting ability. So she made me these smoky oats. The recipe is from the Esselstyn family, and the recipe is delicious. I think it's called savory smoky oats. I'm not a big oatmeal fan, but this recipe has onions and mushrooms and kale, and you put liquid smoke in it, and it's so delicious. So we went on a trip somewhere, and she made these little to-go bags of the oatmeal mix, and it had the oatmeal and all the spices and everything in it, and all we had to do was add water and microwave it. So she fixed a bowl for me, and I started eating it. And after a spoon or two, it was so hot, I couldn't eat any more of it. It was just blazingly hot. And she ate hers, and she said, well, it's not hot. And then she realized that her dentures kind of, shielded parts of her mouth from the heat. So, yeah, when she cooks now, she makes everything super spicy. So she can taste it, but a lot of times it's too hot for me. I was just over at her house the other day, and she made this really delicious, there's dog hair in my sauce, please excuse me. But she made this really delicious Mexican pizza, and it was pretty darn spicy. It was good, but it was really hot. Okay, so this is the Trader Joe's sweet chili sauce. It's pretty good. Very sweet. I can see all of the bits of the chili floating around in there, but it's not hot. It's just sweet, but not bad. I think Frank's, Frank's Red Hot sauce that you put on wings, I don't like his wing sauce. Excuse me. Oh, and I have some water in an old 7-Eleven cup. I have been drinking way too many of these lately because they're on sale now for 79 cents. And I try to get something that's lower in calories, like the vitamin water or something like that, and then I'll mix half vitamin water and half soda water to kind of water it down, because boy, that vitamin water, it is intense. So I got to water it down some. But anyway, I've been buying way too many of these, and you know, liquid calories, the plastic is wasteful, so I've been reusing the cups. So this is just some distilled water, and I put a little bit of lemon juice in it. I'm a water snob, I have to say. I'm a water snob. I love my distilled water. I don't like my tap water. I don't like anybody's tap water. And most bottled water I don't like, but I just like distilled water. So anyway, yes, Frank's Red Hot sauce. Not a fan, but he has a sweet chili sauce that I think is very good. But I think it's really high in sodium, and I don't want to think about the sodium in these sauces because I'm sure it's all pretty high. But that's why you put a little tiny bit in a cup, just a little bit of sauce, and then you take your tater and you dip it, and you get a little bit of sauce on your tater. See, do we see the sauce? Yep, a little bit of sauce. Of course, the sauce is clear, so it doesn't show up on camera very well. That's probably a bad choice. But just a little sauce to go with your tater. Let's try that again with a darker looking sauce that we can actually see. Man, that Food Lion barbecue sauce, it is really thick. I mean, it's like jelly. I wonder if I could water it down. I mean, of course I could. I wonder if I should water it down. Yeah, these potatoes are stone cold. Beautiful potatoes. This is 3 russet potatoes that I sliced lengthwise and baked them for about an hour. And they would have been even better if they were hot, but they're still pretty good at room temperature. So, I'm gonna keep eating my sauces here. Decide which ones I like. That Food Lion one, ooh, that is a spicy meatball. Okay, so I haven't posted a video in, about 7 months. So what have I been up to since then? I think the last video that I made, I was 284. And I had started at 301.4. So I had lost 17 pounds at that point. 17 pounds in a month of eating potatoes, which was fabulous. So then in November, later on in November, I had a bit of a health scare. Not too serious, nothing to freak out about, but I freaked out about it anyway, because that's what I do. I'm a very anxious person, and I eat to relieve my anxiety, and this has been a lifelong problem for me, which is why I am 45 and I'm still around 300 pounds. Anyway, I had a little bit of a health scare, and my response to that was to eat everything. Not to eat potatoes, not to eat plants, to go off the rails and eat things I had not eaten for years. I was eating junk food, I was eating fast food. I've mentioned before that I have gallstones, so I get gallbladder attacks. So I was playing a terrible game of trying not to eat too much junk food to set off a gallbladder attack. So that was in the back of my mind. I don't want to have a gallbladder attack, yet I'm eating this bad food. So the past 7 months have been really difficult for me. And then just recently, I was getting these, it was like a feeling in my head. I can't even describe it. It felt like a zing, like an electric zing in my head. Anyway, I found out it was a reaction to a medication that I was on, but at the time I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I was having a stroke. I thought perhaps my blood pressure was through the roof. You know, I'm an anxious person, so every possible thing that could go wrong, I was thinking that was what went wrong. So last weekend, I decided this is it. I have to stop what I'm doing. I've had a 7-month binge. It's time to get back to what I know is the best path for me. So, I weighed myself on Sunday, and it is now Wednesday, and I still haven't made this video yet because I've been putting it off because I'm a procrastinator, and I haven't weighed myself since Sunday. So, anyway, we're going to go with Sunday's weight. So I'm here to update you. My weight as of June 6th was 310.2. So that means my lowest weight back in November was 284. And I haven't done the math. So that's what, 26 pounds? 26.2 pounds. I have gained 26.2 pounds in 7 months. So that's what, 3 pounds a month? A little over 3 pounds a month. Not good, not healthy. And I know it's not good. And I know it's not healthy. And I feel the unhealthiness in my body. And yet I have just been beyond caring. I just wanted to numb myself with food. But again, my bad reaction to that medication was kind of my wake-up call. So I guess I'm pretty lucky to have a wake-up call that wasn't really serious. I didn't have a stroke. I didn't have a heart attack. I didn't have a gallbladder attack. I didn't have anything serious go on with me except for this reaction, which passed. But it still made me wake up and see what I was doing was wrong. So here I am back with the potatoes. But getting back on track has been a struggle. I have, like a little kid, I've been digging my heels in and resisting. So today is a good day. I have my potatoes. I cooked these guys in the oven. They're kind of brown, but I like them kind of brown. And I steamed a bag of red potatoes. I don't really like red potatoes that much, but I went to the store this morning and they were on sale. So I'm a bargain hunter. I had to buy what was on sale. So I got a bag of those and I put them in the Instant Pot and steamed them. I've never used the steam option on the Instant Pot before. And then I couldn't get the Instant Pot to seal. So I just set the timer and let it go for 10 minutes, which is what I wanted to cook them at, was, you know, steam them for 10 minutes. But I took the lid off and they look pretty done. And I was planning to cut them up and brown them in the oven anyway, so even if they're not all the way done, they should be fine. More likely what's happened is they are overdone. And when I try to cut them, they're gonna fall apart, but that's okay too. You can't eat them whole. So I was at the store this morning and I meant to get hash browns. I forgot to get hash browns. I prefer the cubes over the shreds. Not everybody has the cubes, but I went to Food Line to get potatoes. They have the cubes. I forgot. Gotta go back to the store. But one thing I have noticed at the store is that we are just surrounded and bombarded by junk food and processed food. It is horrifying. I was walking around the store and every end cap was full of candy and soda and potato chips. I mean, even in the produce aisle, like they'll have out a display of strawberries and then they'll have shortcakes in Cool Whip next to it. Even the healthful things, they have found a way to make them less healthful. So, for a person like me who is obviously a food addict, those temptations are just a nightmare. And they might not cause me to buy that thing right in front of me, but it'll get in the back of my head and I'll keep thinking about it. And then tomorrow or the next day, I'll be somewhere else and I'll buy something that I shouldn't buy and eat it. So I'm just wondering if I shouldn't use one of those grocery delivery services. I've never used one of those before. But if I used one, then I wouldn't have to go in the store and see all of the temptations and all of the ads and everything that's everywhere. Oh, let me tell you, the food manufacturers and the marketing people, they have got this down to a science. We are helpless in their clutches, let me tell you. And for most people, it's a problem for all of us, but it's more of a problem for somebody like me. So I just have to be on my guard. But I don't know about using the grocery services because I like to pick my produce, you know? And I like to do price comparisons. If there's a can of beans on sale, then I want to buy the can of beans that's on sale. Or I might want to check the sodium levels in the cans of beans and pick the one with the least sodium. But if I do an online order, the person who's picking up my order is, you know, not going to keep all those factors in mind. So, I don't know. Get slightly less than what I wanted at the store, or go in the store and be bombarded by all of these ads. I don't know. But let me tell you, I walked past the donut display this morning. It was very difficult, but I'm just getting back on track. After I do potatoes for a few days, those things won't call to me like they're doing it right now. But I have taken the first step. I am eating potatoes, and I did not buy the junk when I was at the store. So these are all very good things. So yesterday, I did have excuse me. I'm telling you, that Food Lion Korean barbecue sauce, it is hot. Anyway, I had the cubed hash browns yesterday, and I didn't feel like cooking them in a pan the way I always do. So I spread them on a baking sheet and put them in the oven. And I cooked them for about an hour. And I looked in the oven, and they were not brown at all. You know, like these guys are pretty brown. Some are more brown than others. That one, I don't know. This one might go to the dog. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to eat that. Yeah, he's overdone. But those hash browns, excuse me, they were just not getting brown. So I gave them another 15 minutes, and I opened the oven, and they were just short of burnt. I mean, they were all solid brown. Oh, so I dumped them into a bowl, and they just, you know, clacked into the bowl like pebbles. And I thought I could just eat them. I was telling myself that they're, you know, crunchy. They're like crunchy chips. No, they were burnt hash browns. So I ate a few of them, and I ended up giving the rest to the dog, and he crunched his way through them very happily. He didn't mind a bit. So I had one more bag of hash browns in the freezer. So I did the same thing. I put them in the oven and baked them. And this time when it got to an hour, I just took them out. They weren't brown yet, but I just took them out. And they were done. So I dumped them in a bowl. And I put my favorite onion powder, garlic powder, nutritional yeast on them, and a little drizzle of Bragg's liquid aminos. And they were delicious. So I'm trying to get ahead today and prep some things. I need to, I have a bag of russet potatoes I've had for a while, and they're probably turning a little green. So I'm gonna peel them and make mashed potatoes. And I've got the red potatoes, which I'm planning to brown them in the oven. I wanted to give the red potatoes another chance because they're just not my favorite. I love russets, I love gold potatoes, I love Japanese sweet potatoes, I love orange sweet potatoes, but the red potatoes, they just don't do it for me. Now, I understand that they're good for making potato salad, but chopping up potatoes into cubes to make potato salad, it just takes forever. And what I really like to do is get the Simply potatoes, which are usually in the dairy section near the eggs. And they used to have just bags of plain cubed potatoes. And I would boil those up and make potato salad. Did I do it last summer or the summer before? It might have been the summer before. I think it was 2019. I would buy them all the time and boil up 2 bags and then chop up some onion and celery and whatever else I wanted to put in there. And I used hummus as my dressing and mixed it up and made potato salad, and it was so good and it was so easy because the potatoes were already chopped for me. But now I can't find those potatoes anywhere. You can find Simply potatoes, but they either have onion in them, and the onion is so strong, it's not good at all. It's way too strong. Or they have a lot of seasonings and salt in them. And I just want the plain potatoes. Now, I've tried using the frozen hash browns, but no matter how gently I boil them, they just turn to mush right away because they were frozen. I need the fresh ones, but I can't find them. And I looked on the company's website, and they still have them on the website. They still make them. It's just no grocery store in my area carries them, which just drives me crazy. So I think potato salad would be a wonderful thing for me to eat now because it's summertime. It's boiling hot outside. And, you know, heating up the oven to make these potatoes today, the whole house is hot. So potato salad would be lovely. But anyway, for the rest of this week, I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. I've got those red potatoes. I have a few more of these big russets. I like the really big ones, as big as I can find, to slice up and bake. And I thought I was being really cool when I sliced them into planks. I don't know. Circles or planks or sticks or whatever, who cares? But I don't normally cut them in this shape, so I felt like I was being, really different. Whatever it takes to keep us on our path, right? And I would like to go to Whole Foods and get some Japanese sweet potatoes because I haven't had any of those since I did this last fall. And I just bought some cherries at Food Lion. They were on sale and they were beautiful. Now I know the official Mary's Mini potato diet is, the starch diet. But you can have your starch plus vegetables and they say no fruit. Well, I have some fruit and I'm gonna eat it because I have it. I have a seedless watermelon. One person should never buy a watermelon, even if it's a small watermelon. It is way too much watermelon. I went on vacation with my mom last year and we took a watermelon with us and cut it up. And we ate watermelon every day and it felt like it never got any smaller. There was just watermelon coming out of our ears until we finally got down to the last few pieces and then we're like, just throw it in the trash. It was delicious, but too much of a good thing is still too much. So, why did I buy a watermelon? Because it was on sale. And they're good. And, I have a colonoscopy coming up sometime soon. And it said you could eat potatoes with no skin, which is what I don't understand. They want you to eat a low fiber diet a week before your test. But potatoes have fiber. In the flesh of the potato, there's fiber. So, And they said fruit with no skin. So I guess watermelon counts. Now I got cherries. Cherries have the skin on them, so that I couldn't eat those. But my test is not coming up for a few weeks. But anyway, I was just thinking about things that I'm going to be eating, and that's why I got the watermelon. I thought maybe I could eat some watermelon before my test. Anyway, so I'm back on the path. And oh gosh, I did so well last fall. I'm so upset with myself that I just threw in the towel and went off the rails. I lost 17 pounds in a month. That is amazing. But if I did it once, I can do it again. And now, I lost 17 pounds, plus I gained, what, 26 more? Oh my gosh. Is that right? So 26, no, my math is terrible. No. 84. I did this at the beginning of the video. Why am I doing this again? I'm confusing myself. 26 pounds. So I gained 26 pounds since last October. Let's not make this any worse than it already is. So if I lost 17 pounds in a month back then, I can't get back to where I was in a month. Not that I should try to. You know how we are when we're trying to lose weight. We run the numbers game and we just get all inside our heads, and I don't know. Anyway, so I am going to keep eating my potatoes. I swear it looks like I haven't eaten anything, but I really have. But potatoes are wonderful and filling, and I hope you are enjoying some potatoes today. And I will come back soon with some more potato mukbangs, because we need more healthy mukbangs on YouTube. And hopefully I will have an update for you on how my weight loss is going and just how my life is going in general. So until next time, see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I forgot to talk about the sauces. So this one, it's really sweet. It's not really spicy. So, it's okay. If you like a sweet sauce, you'll probably like this one. This one, too hot. Too hot. Not a replacement for my Trader Joe's Korean barbecue sauce. This one, the soy ginger, not bad. Tastes very much like soy ginger salad dressing, so this would probably be very good as a salad dressing. So I like that one. And this one, the hoisin sauce, it's not bad. It's kind of a different flavor. But I like both of these sauces from Whole Foods. The Trader Joe's chili sauce, and the Food Lion, too hot. So yeah, maybe I'll get some more sauces for next time, and we'll try out some different ones. So I will see you later.